The 2003-2004 University of Saskatchewan Huskies men's volleyball team knew how fine the margins are between joy and heartbreak in pursuing a championship. The Huskies won the 2004 CIS men's national volleyball title by the slimmest of margins, a 16-14 fifth set win. It was poetic justice for the Huskies after they saw their title hopes dashed in a 16-14 fifth set loss a year earlier in the national semifinal to their rivals from Manitoba.
When we had some heartbreakers on our journey, and I think that's what made it really sweet, was that we had all those battle-tested moments, and though I would like to go back to that point where we didn't lose 16-14 to the Bisons in the national semifinal, it made us better the next year.
The University of Saskatchewan Huskies men's volleyball team had a core group of starters that had seen a lot over their careers. 4 of their fifth-year players, Nathan Johnson, Brandon Needham, Andrew Lockhart, and Darren Dove, were redshirts in 1999 when the Huskies won the national title. Coach Brian Gavlis and his Huskies were perennial title contenders, having lost the national final in 98 and 2000 and reaching the national semifinals in 2001 and 2003.
One interesting thing about this group is that we, out of the 7 starters, and Libero was a starter, there was, I think there was 5 of us that redshirted. Meant that when we got to the program, we were not 5-star recruits. We were kids from small towns in Saskatchewan who, made the journey in and made a commitment to a program. And a real testament to Brian and his program and his coaching and his development.
The question is, how did you guys get to that level? Are you any different than the other kids coming out of high school? And well, the fact was that we went to practice every day against guys who were winning national championships.
Because 6 of the 7 starting rotation from the Huskies' 2004 championship team were from Saskatchewan, some had been teammates on the provincial team going back to high school. Needham, Dove, and Adam Enns had played together since grade 11.
And you think about those, relationships that you build, but also those moments where you, as a team, rely on your teammate to make a play, or they rely on you to make a play, and it's sort of an instinctual thing where you're working off of one another. So,
having been a point away from reaching the national final in 2003, the Huskies only had 1 goal on their mind the following season. However, they started the season without Brandon Needham and Joel Enns. When middle blocker Darren Dove broke his hand, Needham returned to fill the void, while Joel joined his brother Adam Enns for one last season.
That really solidified the roster and got us to an elite level. We were already very strong. I think we only lost 2 matches before Christmas, but got us to a point where we were really confident in how things were going to go.
Teams from Western Canada won 18 straight national titles in that era, and most weekends the Huskies would battle a national title contender. Still, they finished with a 21-6 record and won 2 tournaments, beating Brigham Young University, the 2004 NCAA men's volleyball champions. They also beat the UCLA Bruins, who went on to reach the NCAA final in 2 straight years, winning once. The Huskies won the Canada West title, defeating the reigning national champions from Manitoba on their home floor. That would have been cause for major celebration in years past, but the Huskies were focused on a larger goal.
We were super proud that we were Canada West champions, and we beat the Bisons in Winnipeg, which is a really big deal to us, but it wasn't our focus. And we were ranked number 1 in the country going into nationals. We got there with a ton of confidence, and we beat Sherbrooke 3-0, we beat Trinity Western 3-0, and we're up 2-0 against against U of A. And we're going, we might not even lose a set here. And all of a sudden we did. And then we lost another one. I said, okay. But I think the confidence was still there. And we're playing well, and we get it to 14-10, and then they just wouldn't go away.
They were a point from their elusive title when Alberta fought back with 4 straight points before the Huskies closed it out with a block at the net, which left them on the right side of a 16-14 score.
In the end, that huge block from Adam and Darren, I think, And 16-14 win in the fifth was incredible. Couldn't script it any better.
Joel Enns capped his mid-season return by being named the tournament's most valuable player, and he, Adam Enns, and Nathan Johnson were named All-Stars. Adam Enns was named National Player of the Year and the CIS Male Athlete of the Year. Andrew Lockhart also won a national award, Dale Iwanochko TSN Award for Athletics and Community Service.
This 03-04 team was special. It was something that we just haven't been able to replicate since. Some small town Saskatchewan guys just putting in the work, putting in the effort, being afforded some really excellent coaching, some wonderful support over our careers, and just sort of relying and trusting on one another to accomplish a goal.
Installed in the Saskatchewan Sports Hall of Fame on September 28, 2024, the 2003-2004 University of Saskatchewan Huskies men's volleyball team.